Hello, this is Jolly Milk, and in today's video we're gonna build a residential property in Windenburg style. I decided to do this video because I recently purchased Get Together and I never really played too much in this world, so I decided why not create a building using the most recent expansion pack and creating, a rental property in Windenburg style. I thought that could be fun. So, actually, I'm building this for my story. My teenagers, they're gonna move out and they need somewhere to live. And the oldest sibling is actually going to college, so I wanted him to, live somewhere where the nightlife, let's say that way, is kind of active. So I decided to build this lot mostly for him and his sister. His sister is still in high school, but yeah, so I decided to build three properties. Three houses, and I'm here trying to figure it out which window is the best. And I have to say, I always struggle building. Building is definitely not my strong suit. I'm actually building more recently. And I was trying to figure it out a good layout because I didn't want my houses to be, those squares that we usually build when we're first starting to play Sims. So I was trying to make something fun, and at the same time, the city style. And here I'm trying to figure out a good floor for the entrance. I decided to put the door on the side, not in the front, where it usually goes, because I wanted to make something different. And I realized that that was too weird, so I tried to cover that up with some trees, because, as you can see, it's a little blank. So I decided to put another window there with a tree. Why not? And I was actually going through debug here to try to find something interesting that I could put on the lot. I found some bushes and I decided to put them there. And actually, I'm using a mod. It's the tool mod. I don't know if you've heard about. It's great because it gives you more options to edit your buildings, and it makes you very unlimited, let's say that way. You can be very creative. And as you can see, speaking about being creative, I'm not being super creative here because I'm literally copying and paste what I did in the first building in the other two buildings. um but yeah, and I'm just doing the same thing here, adding the same bushes, using the mod again to size it down because that single bush was too big for my taste. And now I'm actually doing some terrain paint because I think that makes the houses more realistic. I don't like when the terrain is flat, so I like to play with the terrain tools, the painting ones, to add some details. And I'm adding here some how do you call it, small bushes on the floor, adding other details to the houses, more windows. I was actually hoping to use different windows, but I decided to use the same ones because why not? And now I'm trying to create the rooms in the house. That was a little hard, you know, just to think how I wanted that to go. And now I decided to do this layout. This is the kitchen, as you can see, and I'm using the new cabinets from the rental pack. And I absolutely love this pack. It's great. I think it has some great furniture and everything. I decided to also make an island for the kitchen because we don't have space for a table. So I think that would save us some space in the house. And now I'm creating the living room. I'm trying to find, something to put underneath the TV because I didn't want the walls to be blank and boring. So I decided to use the Book Nook kit. to try to add some details and something for them to look at. A bonsai tree, as a skill building, something for them to do. A stove, a sink. I'm still working on the kitchen here, trying to figure it out now. The mat. And I'm trying to do something more generic because I want like all the houses that I build to be the same because when my Sims move in to this rental property, they're gonna, add their own decorations and furnish the way they want. So they're gonna add some personality in my gameplay to the lot. But right now, I'm trying to to make something that is generic, but not too generic. I want this to look good at the same time and kind of cozy. Um, Here is basically the entrance. I was trying to put something over this side table, but I couldn't figure it out until I had the idea to put a mirror. And I thought that actually looks good. I like the idea of having a mirror over those side tables. This is the entrance, so I'm adding some clutter. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with that, so I just added some random stuff like the umbrella thingy that I forgot the name. But yeah, I'm trying to figure it out here what I want to do, but I have to say have I didn't feel very creative about this area and I don't like it so much, you know. Um but it is what it is. And I'm adding the wallpaper here, trying to figure it out, the lighting system, plants or curtains, and then I decided that curtains wouldn't be the greatest idea for the entrance, but I put them on the kitchen, the living room, and honestly, this single window over there looks so weird, and I try to cover that up with something. Here I'm trying to find a curtain, and then I decided for painting because that was the best for this purpose because that single window from the outside is good, but when you're inside the house, it's just weird. Now I'm adding some more clutter here because I love clutter and I think it makes the houses more fun. Still trying to figure it out the lighting and which lamp would be the best for this house. So I decided for that one. It's not the greatest, not my favorite, but um, I decided for that one. And now I'm decorating the bathroom. I'm trying to use the new tiles, and I absolutely love them. It comes in the new expansion pack, and they are a lot of fun. I absolutely love it. But it can be a little overwhelming depending on the area you're putting them. It could be a little too much for the eyes. Now I'm trying to actually do the bathroom, as you can see. Trying to add a bathtub, playing with the color schemes here to see what looks the best. And I have to say, I really like this bathroom. I think it looks nice at the end of it. You're gonna see that I will change a few things over and over again because I was really trying to decide what was going to be the best. And also, I was trying to not use so expensive furnishing, but at the end of the day, I just completely ignored my goal, which is try to make a cheap house, and that didn't work out so well because of clutter and other items. But the sinks, I think those sinks are pretty cheap. I don't remember the price exactly, but I think they are cheap. They're not my favorite. I actually don't like them. But like I said, I was trying to build something cheap, and then at the same time, I ignored completely my goals. Here I added a hamper, but that hamper is actually not functional because I had no space to add a washing machine. And honestly, I didn't want to go through the trouble of having to wash their clothes, so I put a, non-functional hamper over there. Um, Now we're trying to figure something out for this wall because I thought it was a little, boring blank, and I was trying to see what would look the best, but I think I kind of gave up again and went back to the shelves over there. No, I was trying to play with the candles. That new candle, by the way, is so cute, and I think we forget about it. I forget about that all the time. I forget that exists. But I decided to put in the bathroom. Now I am decorating the first bedroom. Actually, this bedroom I was building based on my teenager theme. Um, so I'm putting some shelves, some books because, he actually graduated early. So he's very smart. He's book smart. He studies a lot. And he likes to read, you know. I'm adding some other stuff for him, some posters. I think that watch is so cute. The toaster one, it's really, really cute. And I'm sorry if you hear a bike. It's not the greatest time to, be so loud on the street and record a video, but that's okay. I'm adding some other things on the shelves, trying to see what looks the best. I also added some cologne for my sim. I wish that was actually functional. I think that would be super cute. Shoes, clutter because he's not the most organized. He's actually lazy. So I was trying to make his drawer a little messy. Some more books, a plant. I don't know why I decided to put a plant there, but I just did. And then I'm trying to figure out the best curtains for this room. I don't like them so much, but since I had never used them, I was like, why not? Now I'm moving to the second room, and I have to say, this is not my favorite. I think this room, I don't like the decoration of this room so much, and I have to say that after my teenager moved in, she changed the room completely. But that's the room for now. Like I said, I wanted to build something generic at first. Um, so I was trying to put a desk. Well, I'm sorry about my dog barking, but anyways, I was trying to add some decoration here. Once again, using the tool mod, which is great. If you like building, you should totally get it. I think it makes, life easier. I tried to fit a rug in the room, but it didn't look great. It looked actually very weird. So I decided to, not add the rug. And then add the same curtain, the same lights, and now I'm actually adding some trash cans, the mail thingy that I forgot the name, but yeah, you got the idea. And I'm literally here copying and paste. The same thing. Is the three houses, they're exactly the same. I have to say I was not too worried about the other houses. Because I'm only gonna play in, one. So it didn't really matter to me how the other ones were gonna look from the inside. So I just copied and pasted, and that's how it looks like. I'm actually removing a few things that are doubled, and that's the final result. Um, this is the house from the outside, and I'm gonna try to show you from the inside, and I struggled a little bit. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, that's the house that we built for our Sims.